If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 48 of the Inter Milan career mode here on FIFA 15. We start with a semi-final in the Coppa Italia, away from home though, against Juventus, who are the informed side in Italian football this particular season. They sit top of Serie A, having lost only one game all season to this point. However, that one game that they lost, of course, was against us. So we are the only side to beat them so far this year, and hopefully we'll be the only side to beat them twice so far this year as well, by the time we get to the end of this particular semi-final cup tie in the Coppa Italia. They're starting an extremely strong side, as you might expect, in the cup semi-final. I'm starting actually a bit of a rotation side with a few players you might not necessarily associate with the first team place for me, although new signing Stevan Jovetic does start up top alongside Paulo Dybala, with Marco Sal sat just behind him. So it'll be an interesting game for Stevan to see how he gets on in his first game back in Serie A football, obviously formerly of Fiorentina, so he knows what it's like to play in this league or in this competition in this particular country. Considering it's Coppa Italia tie, but unfortunately we get off to a poor start, going 1-0 down after 25 minutes or so, thanks to Fernando Llorente. But we get a corner here just before half-time. It drops to Cavander on the edge of the box. Dybala works it out wide to Matteo Darmian. Up into the box it goes, and who's the man to head it into the back of the net? You already know, it's Stevan Jovetic. He gets his first goal with his first attempt on target of the game. Fantastic signing as far as you ask me. Brilliant header from him, and we're back on level terms. Into the second half we go. From kickoff here, when the highlight began, into Brozovic from Jovetic, forwards towards Marco Sal. Nice turn to get around Angelo Ogbonna, and we make it 2-1 to the away team. Inter Milan 2-1 up after 2 minutes of the second half period. But just after we've gone 2-1 up, they're going to have a chance at the other end, as you can see. Quadro Asamoah inside to ball Pogba. Man rushing forward is Storaro. I don't know much about him, but I do now. Great finish from him in off the inside of the post to make it Juventus 2, Inter Milan 2, and we're into the 90th minute now when the next goal scoring opportunity approaches, and Candreva plays the free kick short, and I thought that was a bit of a strange decision, but it turned out to be a fantastic decision because it unsettled our defensive shape, and Carlos Tevez was able to find some space in there because he's not the tallest Carlos Tevez, and had they dinked that free kick straight into the box, then they probably wouldn't have had the opportunity to win the header. Unfortunately though, that wasn't to be the last goal of the game, and they were to make it 4-2 before the final whistle went. So 2 goals in stoppage time at the end of the game mean that Juventus progressed through to the final of the Coppa Italia in place of ourselves, unfortunately, with a 4-2 victory. So we had to dust ourselves down because the next game was rather a big one. At home/away against AC Milan at San Siro. Now, so far this series, not just this season, they've been kind of a bogey team for us. We haven't beaten them yet in this series to date. And obviously they're an extremely strong side, perhaps underperforming so far in this particular season, sat mid-table or down in 8th, I think it was. They're playing a 4-3-1-2 though. We came close to beating them last time we played them, but their goalkeeper Kivrak made a couple of fantastic reaction saves in the last few moments to deny us the opportunity of 3 points against AC Milan. I was hoping he wasn't going to be in similar form today. Jovetic starts again in this one, this time alongside Rodrigo with Sissoko at cam, dropping Freddie Guarin back down to that centre mid spot, and hopefully that particular scenario, or that particular switch in our midfield will be one that sees us scoring more goals and conceding less, although unfortunately we concede immediately after 9 minutes. Alessio Cerci with, to be fair, a very good finish after a nice route one move from the free kick to make it 1-0 to AC Milan. Fernando Torres involved in the move here. Kazuki Honda across to Antonio Nocerino, back to Junuzovic, linking up well with Nigel de Jong. He then finds the man Kazuki Honda on the edge of the box, into Alessio Cerci again, and another shot at the near post makes it AC Milan 2, Inter Milan 0. Now, we mentioned that they were perhaps a bogey team for us, considering we haven't beaten them yet so far, and it appears they are becoming quite the bogey team. The only thing is, they're not really the side you want to be your bogey team, considering they're the biggest rivals that Inter Milan could possibly have in the intercity team that play in the same stadium. We tried to get ourselves one back there before half-time through Rodrigo, but a good save by Kivrak, another scenario that we've seen happening all too often, denies us that opportunity. However, Freddie Guarin was able to smash that one into the back of the net
on the hour mark to bring it back to 2-1. Now, could that give us the confidence and the impetus to push forward and get ourselves an equaliser? We'll find out. Mateo Kovacic into Rodrigo here, dancing around the left-hand side, turns inside nicely, shot on the right foot, but again, another strong save by the Turkish goalkeeper Kivrak keeps us out, and we have to come again on the 84th minute to try and get ourselves an equaliser this time around, unless, of course, the goalkeeper has other ideas, the same way that he did in the other game against AC Milan this season. Rodrigo, though, dances past one. JOVETIC finds him again, has the presence of mind to take it around the outrushing Kivrak, and he is able to finish it into the bottom corner. So JOVETIC getting a goal in his first game, an assist in the second, and unfortunately, though, we only get a defeat and a draw from those two games that he played very well in. But pleased that JOVETIC has hit the ground running, because the next game is against his former side. He left Fiorentina, of course, to head to the Barclays Premier League to play for Manchester City. Now he's left the Barclays Premier League and Manchester City to come back to Italy to play for us. Now, Fiorentina are down in 10th, as you can see, so we definitely need to get ourselves a victory from this if we possibly can. They did beat us in the reverse fixture in the league. However, of course, in one of the last couple of episodes, we were able to get ourselves a victory against them in the Cup. So, considering that victory was more recent, I felt confident going into this one that we were going to get ourselves a decent result, because actually I played a rotation side against them in the Cup and we came away with a solid 3-1 victory. So I would be delighted if we could match that in today's episode. They're starting the same formation they did last time, not sure about personnel. Juan Manuel Vargas on the left-hand side with Insigne, Cam, Giuseppe Rossi and... what's his face? Mario Gomez up top, but literally 49 seconds in was when the foul was committed. Badaise gets himself sent off. Now that matches in to the second the fastest red card of the Serie A season in real life this year, but I'm not sure whether that is where Dicilio got sent off. I can't remember for the life of me who it was against. It may have been Roma. I can't remember, but he gave away a penalty after 49 seconds and got himself sent off. And that was the fastest red card of the Serie A season in real life this year, but I'm not sure whether that's the fastest card in Serie A history all told. I couldn't find out by Googling it. I didn't have the time nor the patience to sit through the outrageous number of articles claiming that this red card was, or that red card, or the articles that matched the search but weren't necessarily what I was looking for. But I'm quite asking you guys out there, I'm sure you have some decent knowledge of Serie A history, a portion of you that perhaps are even in Italy. What is the fastest red card in Serie A history? Have we just matched it with 49 seconds by matching the red card from Mattia Dicilio? I'm not entirely too sure. You will have to let me know. Obviously, it's not the fastest red card globally ever. I think Vinnie Jones holds that at 1 second, but I may be wrong. Obviously, when he was playing at Wimbledon. But you've been able to see in the highlights in the background, despite the fact that they went down to 10 men after 49 seconds, for the remaining 89 minutes to this point, they've been ridiculously hard to get the ball past. Or at least NATO's been ridiculously hard to get the ball past, and we've been trying our best to score. We've had numerous chances, just can't get the ball in the back of the net. The final chance is going to drop to JOVETIC though, but he can't get the goal to win us the game against his former side. And somehow, after being down to 10 men in less than a minute, Fiorentina scrapped their way to a draw. And you'll see from the stats, they didn't have a single shot all game. We had 13, 8 on target, and I could not get the ball in the back of the net. I was livid, not only at myself, but at Fiorentina for defending so well. But unfortunately, we only get a point from that one and a point against AC Milan. We do, however, hold on to second spot in the league. However, Lazio below us and Sassuolo do have games in hand. And Lazio can go above us should they win that game in hand. We do still sit 5 points off Juventus at the top of the table. Still only the one game lost by them, but I was confident of beating them in the league next time around. But after the cup game at the beginning of this episode, I'm not quite so sure. But obviously, I would rather lose the cup game and win the league game, but to try and close the gap at the top. Although if roles were reversed and we were top and Juventus were second, I'd rather lose the league game and win the cup game, because obviously it was a semi-final. But I think the Serie A title, the Scudetto, is more important to Internazionale fans than the Coppa Italia at this particular stage, especially considering how dominant Juventus have been over the past few years in Italy. So we'll try our best to try and close the gap. 14 games remain in our Serie A season, and 5 points is the gap to be closed. So we'll do our best, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed. Of course, there'll be a My Player episode coming to you later on tonight as well, and I will be streaming over on twitch.tv/Chesnoy Gaming. The link will be in the description. Find out what I'm streaming on Twitter. As I record this commentary, I'm actually holding a vote right now to find out whether I'm streaming Witcher 3 or Project Cars tonight, Wednesday, and whichever game loses that vote, I'll stream tomorrow night, as you're seeing this tonight, Thursday. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure right now, but I will be streaming something at 8:45 p.m. later on tonight. So follow the link in the description and follow the Twitch channel to make sure you don't miss out. And then, of course, we'll be back to Football Manager tomorrow. But that is all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.